everyone, Jodine here from the Blunt Import. Today I'm going to show you how to curl your hair with a wand and tips and tricks of how to make it last longer. So here we go. So here's the wand I use. I love this wand. I think I got it on Amazon. It is really great because a lot of the wands that I see, they don't have a handle that you can touch. So when you're curling it, you feel like you're going to burn yourself, and this will help you prevent yourself from burning yourself. And what's great about this is that they have 4 interchangeable sizes. So this is the one I use pretty much all the time. I find that it's a little tighter curl, and it'll help you to have your curls last for a longer period of time. If you have shorter hair than me, or even really short hair and you want to have a little curl in it, I would suggest going for the smaller size. Now you'll still get, it's still the same type of thing. You still have this to help you to curl your hair if you need your other hand without burning yourself. And it's really easy to put on. All you do is twist this off, pull it off, and then put this back on and twist it on. If you want something that's a little bit bigger, if you want just like a little curl at the bottom, so your hair still has the length without it looking like it was too done, this is perfect. This is like the biggest size. I rarely use this one because my hair doesn't necessarily hold a curl all day, so I'll use the smaller size. If you want to do, you could use this one as well. It's not that much smaller, but I didn't want such tight curls. I wanted it to be more beachy, so this is the one I use more regularly. If I'm doing an updo, or if I'm doing something that will need to last, if I'm going to a black tie event, then I'll use a tighter curl because then the curls will last longer, and then you can put it up in a fun updo. So the things that you'll need for this tutorial, I absolutely love this Kevin Murphy Hair Resort Spray. It does come out a little bit wet on your hair, but it does create shine, and when you curl it, it does protect your hair. If you don't like something that's wet on your hair, that's perfectly fine. Then I would go for something that's like a hairspray wave spray, and you can get it from Obey. Anything that's like a hairspray feel, but not like a stickiness hairspray, also fine. But make sure that if you do get something like this, it's like a sea salt spray. It says specifically for curls. Because then you know that you'll be able to curl your curls beautifully. It'll protect your hair from the heat. It's great. And the best thing about this, it smells amazing. Every time I use it, people smell my hair. I know that sounds weird, but they smell my hair and they're like, what is that smell? And this is the smell. Amazing. If you curl your hair and it's too tight, what I have is this magical brush. I love this brush. It has a little bit of a dent in it. Can you see the curve? And then the bristles are a little wider. So they're pretty wide. You can use this to brush your hair if you need to when you get out the shower. Or you can use it, which I will show you after we're done curling. This will basically just loosen up the curls and give you a little bit more body at the bottom so they're not so tight and defined. Love this. Use this all the time. For sectioning, I would probably use these alligator clips. Love them. If you have long hair like mine, you're probably going to need this. I have not, I don't normally use clips, but because I'm doing a tutorial on my hair today, I'm going to show you how to do it, which makes your life so much easier. And then at the end, I love this Kevin Murphy hairspray, session spray. It's basically a holding spray. What I love about this spray is that at the end, you spray it on and you can mess it up. It might feel a little sticky, which is fine, but by the time you brush your hair out, I don't know, if you come back from a party and you want to brush your curls out, it comes right out and you'll feel like you never even had hairspray in it at all. That's why I love it. I'm not a huge hairspray fan. I'll spray it in to keep the curls tight when it's hot, and then I will loosen it up with the brush, and then we're good to go. I might spray it in just a little bit more, but you honestly cannot feel it after a little while. And for those people who don't like the feel of hairspray, this is perfect for you. Okay, so we are going to start curling the hair. So here what you do is you take your clips, and if you have long hair like mine, or even if you have medium length hair, when you have short hair you would normally just kind of pick up pieces and curl it because you can't really section it because your length's really short. So what you would do is you would take this and you would section from ear to ear all the way back. So you have like this section out. And you would just clip this piece. And put it away. Oh. If you need another clip because your hair is long, go ahead and clip it again. You might look funny when you're doing it. And then what you do is you pretty much cut it down the middle, and you split it in half, and you bring it forward. Now, you take your session spray, and all you need is a couple sprays. So you shake a little, just spray, spray, spray. Then you just spread it out, and just brush it so it kind of goes along the entire hair, and you don't need a lot. And you do the same thing on the other side. Spray, spray, spray. But you spray from far away. You don't want it to look like greasy. And you take this, the smell, and you just comb it or brush it out. Okay? Now, especially since I'm a blonde, I need heat protectant. It's vital. You don't want your hair to fry. Being a blonde, your hair is very fragile, so you need a lot of heat protectant, and you need good heat protectant. Otherwise, your hair will not love you. That is true. So we'll just turn this on, and it heats up really quickly. And then what you would do is you would just section big sections if you wanted to, small sections if you wanted to. I normally go from the front back. And the way I section, I'm going to show you now. So you've got this little handy thing up top here, so it will help you from not burning yourself. I have burnt myself so many times, I cannot even tell you. First timers who are, starting out with a wand like this, you probably will burn yourself. But once you get the hang of it, you won't. And a lot of the time, the wands come with the glove. I don't like the glove personally. I feel like I can't feel the hair and see if it's hot enough for it. So if you feel more comfortable wearing the glove, wear it. First timers, I definitely would recommend it. It's better for you because once you keep burning yourself, you're gonna get irritated and you're gonna stop doing it. So use it. So now, okay, it's pretty hot now. So I normally keep the wand in my hand. If you don't, you can always put it down, take it out, pick it up, section your hair again. So I kind of hold my hair out, and you can section from the back or the front. I kind of section any which way, but today I'm going to section from the back. So you section it, and then you just push this piece down. Make sure that when you are curling, you are putting it behind. So basically you're taking your hand and you are putting it behind your head, and you are twisting it around. Because what that does is that creates the curls to go away from you. And that's the goal. You want it to go away from you. Some people don't. I happen to like it to go away from me. I feel like it gives more of a softer, beachy, away from the face. I can't stand my hair in front of my face. You just hold it here for a couple seconds. And then what you do is you can lean this on your hand and let it drop out. Hold it, let it cool down for a couple seconds, and then you just let it go. It will come out a little tighter, but that's the goal. You want it to be a little tighter. So you section again, and then you put it behind, and you twist it around. Now, you can either hold the ends out if you want it, so that when you pull it out, the length hasn't really shrunk up a bit, but it's more of a beachy style when you leave the ends out, which I'm gonna do every other, some pieces I will, some pieces I won't. That's the kind of effect that I want. And play around with it. Play around with your hair, play around with the wand, figure out what size you like. Just play. It is so much fun just to play around with your hair. I'm sectioning about 1/2 inch sections. just because I know that my hair can take it. I don't like to do such small sections. I feel like I look like ringlets, and I really don't want that effect. I don't know if you can see I'm holding out the ends. Also, I'll hold out the ends because I don't really want to burn myself. If you're wearing gloves and you want to do that, by all means, kind of have your hand on the wand, perfectly fine. And then just put your hand on there, kind of hold it for a few seconds, and then you just let it go. And then you take another section, put it behind, and twist around. You see those gaps in between the hair? That's a good thing, because that means that you don't want to overlap the hair, because then there's no heat that's penetrating to that hair. You want to make sure it's flat on the wand, to make sure that your hair is getting enough heat. Hold it for a couple seconds and let it go. And you take the last one, do the same thing, twist it around, twist, 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 and you just let the ends out. Make sure to watch your ear. You don't want it facing down because you can burn yourself. And make sure that you have enough tension. Make sure that you're not holding it and not pulling. You want enough tension on it because you want to create the curl. If you don't have enough tension and pulling on it, then you're not going to get the curl like this. So the other side, you want to face it down and you want to curl it behind. Curl it, curl it, curl it, and if you want to twist it, curling on just a little, just to get it a little closer to the roots, you can. Not necessary, because this is the bottom part. Nobody's really going to see the bottom part. All they're going to see is the curls. So if it's a little straighter on the top, that's okay too. Just loosen it up. You see that curl. You section it. You take it away so you can see. You kind of take your finger and you section it. It's a little small. See how I'm creating tension? That's what you want. You want tension. Now, not everybody's going to get this on the first try, which is completely understandable. I didn't. But once you keep doing it and you do it more often at a time, then you will get it and it'll be a lot faster for you. Also, make sure that your hair is like a day or two dirty. So say you wash your hair on a Wednesday, so you can, by Friday, you can curl it. If your hair gets too greasy to curl by Friday, that's fine. Just throw in some dry shampoo, just at the roots to kind of give it, that little bit of a shine. And then just throw in some curls. The reason why I say do it on a little bit of a dirtier hair is because the curl will stay in a lot longer. And it'll give you a bit more to work with. If you do it on a day, say you wash your hair on Wednesday morning, and you do it Wednesday night, it's not going to hold as much as you want the next couple days. It'll probably fall out. For me, I can do my hair the night before, and then I will be good for the next day. If I wanted to recurl a couple pieces in the morning just to kind of make it a little tighter, you can do that too. So now that piece is done. So now you take it from your temples all the way back. Now you can take as big or as small sections as you want. I just making them a little bit smaller sections so you can see how I'm curling them and the technique that I'm using. But I normally take bigger sections, and you can do that as well. If you have a lot of hair, you probably want to take smaller sections than I'm actually doing, so that you can make sure that you are getting all your hair. And then again, you section the hair down the middle, and then you kind of separate each piece. You take sea salt spray, whatever spray that you have that's a heat protectant for the curls. You spray it from far away, and then you just brush it out. If you have layers, Yes, some pieces are going to fall out, but that's okay. You just pick them up and you curl them again, or you pick them up and you spray them again, either one. Just spray from far away. See how I'm not spraying close to here? I'm spraying far away so that your hair gets enough and it spreads out, because if you use too much of it, it'll make your hair wet and it won't curl, and what will happen is when you curl it, you'll see the smoke, and that's not a good thing. You don't want that. So you just section it again, you pick it up, you pull it out, and you just section it, and again behind the hair. Now see how I'm holding with tension? Make sure there's tension, 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 tension. Say that to yourself. You want tension, and you pull it out. Count to 10 if you want. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Kind of balance it on your hand. Let it go. Let it cool down. You just let it out. It's fine if it's tight. It's totally fine, because what you're doing is you're waiting for the curls to cool down, and then you'll take that fancy little brush that I love and you'll just loosen them up to the way that you want them. Me, I'm all about the body. The more body I have, the better. So I'm all about the body. Because my hair is so long, I need some oomph. You take this last piece. It's okay if you have frizzies as well, because what you're going to do is you're going to spray them down anyway. Tension. See how I'm pulling? You can see the tension, 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 and I'm holding the ends out. Just let it go. That's okay. Then you take this and then you pull it out. Now you could do, if you wanted to do the front, or you could do the back. I'm going to do the back just so that we're working away from the back to the front. Section again. Now this is an easier way to do it, because when you have long hair, you can't really see what you're doing behind you. Now sectioning it this way, you'll be able to do the back and the front at the same time. It's the best. Tension. Now you can hold it the way I'm holding it. It's very hard sometimes to hold it down. You can hold it like this, and then just unravel it, and it kind of falls down. Now I have a lot of flyaways over there. You can see I kind of brought them in there. Just twist, twist, twist. Now you are going to have a stronger side and you are going to have a weaker side. Just depends on what, if you're a lefty or if you're a righty. I'm a lefty, so. Now this piece is a little bit bigger. I just want to, not such tight curls on every single one. Just bring it out, just bring it down. Sectioning it this way is the best way for people that are new to curling, and it will definitely help you curl every little piece. If you leave pieces out, you will know, because it'll be straight, and all you do is just pick it up and you curl it very quickly. And if you want to, you just kind of smooth that down so you don't have little horns going over there like me. And I normally spray it, like hairspray it at the ends, because sometimes I like to smooth it out before I spray it. I want to get it where I want it before the hairspray kind of locks it and seals it in. Now you take it at the top, and all you're doing is you're sectioning the top out. You're pulling that down, and all you have is this piece. You're just twisting this piece, and you are getting it out the way. You're just taking it and you are splitting it down the middle again. Now you'll see your straight pieces. You just pick them up. See, that one fell? Just pick it up with it, and then you spray again. Then you brush it out. Oh, that's okay. It'll happen. Okay, now that it's spread out, you do the same on the other side. See, I left this piece out in the last section, so I just took it with it. And then I just spray again from far. And then I just brush it out. Okay, take the section again. Hold it out. Slice it down the back. That's too small. Bit of a bigger piece. Hold it out. Long hair people always hold. You don't want to hold it down there because you don't know what sections is what, so you want to make sure that this is different from what's lying straight down here. And you take the curl and you put it behind your head and you just wrap it around. Tension again. I'm going to say it again. Tension. Hold it for a couple seconds. You just let it out. And I don't know if you can tell, but I'm already creating some nice body throughout the hair because the curl is a little tighter than normal. So you want to create that bounce because by the time you brush it out, it'll just create a little bit more bounce. See, that piece was a little bit too big, so I'll just subsection it. Just take a little bit less and I'll just curl it. Now you can do this any which way you want. I'm showing you because I like to do from the bottom up. I don't like to do from the top down. I feel like you get lost. I feel like you'll pick up pieces that are already curled and you'll miss pieces that are not curled. So this is just an easier way that I like to do it. And it's a lot faster. So you see how that curl did not come out as curled as I wanted? I just kind of go back in and I will recurl it. Tension. Obviously I wasn't holding the tension enough. Just hold it and let it go. Take this section. Little pieces to pick up. And you'll section from the back. Remember holding down. When you wrap around, tension. So that was a little bit too big, so I take a little less. You wrap it around. You can hold it down or you can hold it to the side. I just like holding it down. Either which way, it doesn't really matter. You're still getting the same effect. And then you unravel it. See a piece, there we go. Now I love curling my hair. I feel like it gives a lot of bounce, a lot of oomph, a lot of sassiness. And you know what's great about this is that you can always, a foundation of an updo or anything that you want starts with curls. I feel like it gives a lot more grip. I feel like you can hold it a little bit better. You don't need, it's a lot more roughage. It's a lot more texture. And that's what you want when you're doing something like an updo, or if you're doing a braid, or if you do, something fun. It's always the best. Now, we're doing the top section. Now, what I do with the top section is I'll take it and I'll part it down the middle. I know maybe some of you are not going to want to part it down the middle, which is fine. But then maybe change the size of your wand to make it a little bit bigger so it's a little softer. Me, I like to part it down the middle and then bring it to the front and then take the top sections. These you can play with. I find that this pretty much frames your face. I happen to like it going backwards. I'll show you what I mean by that. Spray, spray, spray. and then you brush it out. You do the same thing. This one, and you spray, and then you brush it out. Now, the same thing. Now you can start with the front if you want to. So I'll show you what it looks like. So I'm going to start with the front today. And then I take like this section. You can see. And then I put that away. Now if you have bangs, if you have full bangs, leave them out. If you have angles, if you have short angles, take a little bit of the long angle as well with the short angle, because then they blend in much better, I find, than having like a little ringlet up there. So I'm taking this section, I'm holding it. You put behind the hair and you wrap it around. Make sure that there are gaps in between. And you just roll it. Make sure that there are gaps. And just hold it. Hold it. And then you just let it go. And it softens. Now, yes, this is a little tighter, but we are going to loosen it up. Again, take it down, section it, and then you take it back. Again, have fun with it. Really, curls are so much fun that all you do is have fun with it. You can make them big, you can make them small, you can make them beachy, you can make them messy. Any which way, they will look good. And wand is my favorite. Honestly, the wands literally hold my hair in for 2 or 3 days. So that side's done. And you take this side and do the same thing. Section it. Again, hold it down. You section it around and around. You might burn yourself a couple times, but that's okay. I can tell you how many times I have actually burned my hands and my face and my neck. It's scary. Okay, so that's also a little tighter. Again, you can work your way from the back to the front with the top section, or from the front to the back. I just wanted to show you how I do it from the front to the back, but either which way, your preference, you can do whatever you feel like. The long piece, you can see the long pieces and the straight pieces, and you just curl it around. Last piece, make sure there's tension. Alrighty. Now if you feel like there are pieces that are straighter by the time you get to the top, or if underneath is straightened, you just kind of take each piece and you kind of just curl around it, or so now the curls look a little separated for me. And that's pretty much what it's going to look like for you too. So what I do is I just let them, just let them cool down, because the last piece is still a little bit hot. So you just wait a couple minutes. Now, what I would do is you can do it a couple different ways. You can either flip your hair upside down to give yourself a little bit more body, and then kind of shake them out and loosen them up. Or you can just kind of run your fingers through them and then take the brush and kind of tousle them up. But either which way, again, play with them. If you do it one time, if you do once and you do it with the flipping upside down of your hair, great, and you love it, great. If you want to try something else, okay, you just kind of leave it the way it is, and you kind of just, you can either use your fingers or you can use this amazing brush I have and just kind of loosen them up, and then you'll hairspray them. So I'm going to show you what I like to do. So I'm going to flip my hair upside down, and then we are going to maybe use the brush just to kind of blend them all together. So here we go. I'm just going to loosen them all up, kind of shake it, loosen them. See how there's a little bit more body. It kind of loosened up. Place them where you want it to be. The more body for me, the better. I absolutely love body. in case you haven't noticed me saying it 1,000 times. So you see how they kind of loosened up a little. So you can take this brush if you want to and kind of just loosen them up a little bit more to kind of give them a bit more body at the bottom. So I don't use the whole thing, I kind of just use the tips. I just kind of brush it out. See how I'm playing with them, I'm putting them the way that they want. I like the height, I like to make it a little bit more messy, beachy, you know, kind of soft. Now I'll leave them a little bit tighter, just preference. You do not have to if you feel like they're too curly. Your prerogative. Again, do whatever makes you feel good, whatever you want, and just kind of, you know, play with them, tussle them up. You know, you like them away from your face, do that. And then once you've gotten them in the place that you want, all you do is you take this spray. Now, there's a trick to spraying. I know that's weird, but there's a trick. Make sure you're not going like this or like this. You want to make sure that you are spraying down because that's the direction of your hair. If you want it a little bit smoother, you want it to go down. That's how you spray your hair. So you just spray, 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 spray. And then a lot of the time you can mess it up even after because the session spray does give you a little more texture and it does hold no matter what you do. And then again, I can't even feel it in my hair. You can spray a little bit more if you wanted to, up to you. You can also hairspray it once your hair is upside down, but for me I find that I don't want it set like that. I want to set it once I've pulled it all back and it's in place and it's the way that I want it and they're all joined together. So this is how I curl my hair. I hope that you liked it and I hope that you come back soon. I've got so many fun hairstyles for you coming really soon. So please go to my blog and subscribe and you can get all these fun tutorials. Also subscribe to my YouTube channel, Jodina Zakovitz / The Blonde Import, and also my social media, The Blonde Import. I would love it if you guys would comment at the bottom, let me know what you think, any tips and tricks that you have figured out for your hair that you would like me to know. I would love to know all of that. So please come back soon. I'm so excited to have shared this with you. Great to see you and I'll see you guys next time.